I'm Daryll, I'm 28 years old this year and I'm from Singapore.
This is Alba, 26 years old from Hong Kong.
My name is Air. I'm 41 from Bangkok.
Life before COVID was happy and without worry. I was a flight attendant and traveling around the world.
I was in the event industry and I was doing pretty well, and me and my wife bought a condo and a car.
I built a successful career in business development, organizing events.
I lost my job during circuit breaker.
All of a sudden, I became jobless.
My boss called me one day and I was terminated.
From being a cabin crew, I'm now going into a toilet seat business that I have no clue about.
唔係舊職係尿職咯，唔該。
I'm working 2 jobs, 18 hours a day, 7 days a week, just to support my family.
I'm about to do something I've never done before, become an entrepreneur. เพื่อนๆรู้แล้วว่าแอร์ทำน้ำพริกคุณย่า เย้
I feel hopeless. I don't know where to go and I don't know about my final destination.
我都係要尊重你自己嘅意願。
I think this is the toughest time of my life. Hi, good morning. This is Daryll and Alba I'd like to speak to our finance manager. So just to check, will you be keen for me to actually come down and make an appointment to share a bit more about it? What our company do is actually we generate credit reports for companies to do their credit assessment as well as compliance. So I'm actually selling credit reports to companies. Credit reports are used by companies to do a background search on another company before they even do a business with a company. In general, it's not easy, even though we have the sales experience, right? But the product knowledge is very important, because without the product knowledge, you are unable to actually go out and then have the confidence to actually sell to your customer. Hey, hi, good morning. This is Daryll and Alba. I think one of your colleagues actually transferred the call to you. We have KPI every month to hit, so a bit stressful, I would say. Every month I probably have to close around like 10 or 15 deals. Yeah, so just want to check, will you be keen for me to actually make an appointment to come down and share a bit more about it?
Actually for us, our customers are overseas.
Closing a deal is not easy, because it's not a day or 2 days that the customer can actually make a decision. So sometimes it might drag to a month or 2 months. To be honest, I'm very grateful to have a full-time job right now. Knowing that a lot of people out there is going through the same thing as me. Some of them are even jobless.
I've been working with Cathay Dragon since 2017, and Cathay Dragon is actually a Hong Kong regional airline and a subsidiary under the Cathay Pacific Group. After the protests in Hong Kong in 2019, the greatest event that is disrupting the whole aviation industry would definitely be the COVID-19 pandemic. As our incomes are based on the flight allowances that we gain from flying hours, our earnings dropped a lot. I received an email from the company. Dear Ms. Lau, we regret to inform you that your employment with Hong Kong Dragon Airlines Limited will cease on 21st of October 2020. 係突然間一夜之間一間公司又倒閉，然後你同同事講拜拜嘅機會都冇啊！ 來可以咁近咁樣睇到個 engine 喎 ，radio engine 啊！ This is one of the most iconic aircraft representing Cathay Pacific. And this is also an icon for my flight attendant life because every day when we go to work, we will face that aircraft at the entrance. So it reminds me of the days of the joy when I was still a flight attendant. 我諗冇人會諗過2020年，冇一個神算係算到2020年會有新冠肺炎嘅爆發咯。而呢個肺炎係仲勁過沙士啊！
應該咁講係話，有邊個估到自己喺一間大公司度做？迫於無奈㗎咋，即係你喺香港唔係生活係生存。
唉，所以而家就一路揾工，其實揾到好灰啦。即係可能 in 咗有啲工，但係又係 in 完又冇回音。我飛咗4年啦，然後啲人係會 regard 你嗰4年好似冇發生過咁樣，係啊。
วันนี้เรียนเป็นไงบ้างคะ
สนุกดีค่ะแล้วก็
เอางี้เดี๋ยวเลิกตอนก่อนจะกลับบ้านเราไปที่สวนสาธารณะตรงใกล้ๆที่หนูเรียนรำก่อนดีไหม
เอาค่ะ
โอเค I am the Director of Business Development for an event organizer. This COVID-19 impacts my business because my clients from abroad, they are not allowed to fly out from their countries and fly in to Thailand. In late November, my employer informed me that the company have to letting me go and the company is closing down because we don't have any clients.
ไหลค่ะ
I was so worried that I'm gonna lose my house if I didn't pay the bill and monthly that I supported my family. How and where could I get the money from? ตอนนี้ก็พระแอร์ตกงานอยู่ใช่ไหมคะ เพราะฉะนั้นเราก็จะต้องป้านี่แหละก็ต้องประหยัด
แล้วป้าแอร์เครียดไหมคะ
ก็มีบ้างลูกก็ต้องยอมรับว่าอันนี้มันเกิดขึ้นกำลังอยู่ในสถานการณ์แบบนี้ก็ทำใจว่ามันไม่ได้แย่ตลอดไป My niece, her school is not far from my house, so my brother mostly drop her with me. Because she's always with me like weekly, so I'm sure that she could notice why the situation is changed, why we go out less.
นี่นะครับพอดีมีก้นน้ำปลาหวานอยู่นะครับก็ใส่เลย
I also have some friends who were laid off because of the COVID-19, starting to sell their foods from their own kitchen, homemade. So it's quite inspiring for me to think of what if I have to sell something, then what should it be? I think probably my favorite chili paste is my grandmom's recipe.
Cabbage. 以后我吃很多菜对吗？
我没有吃菜啊，把你们可以吃啊。
可以啊。Lucky I buy half 哎。Yeah.
Shilling they all will eat one lah.
I'm always have like groups gathering. I was thinking like why not host a gathering with my colleagues to get the relationship closer. All the while they have been helping me through when I'm in need of help during my work.
Yeah, so actually I just joined the company not long. And then COVID. Then I couldn't carry on with my event job, so I have no choice. Then came across opportunity on DMB law.
How long did y'all take to find a job after the events?
3 months.
I took like the whole year to find a job.
Actually, she was in the event industry, same as I. So I think she also went through a hard time finding a job. She told me I think she took 1 year to find a job. Yeah, before she actually joined the company. So I really feel her.
So it's very hard for me to step out of this comfort zone of mine for many years to go and find something else. So our industry, actually a lot of people are jobless because we are all along in events, right? So we don't know how to go to another sector. Like you ask me to go to IT, I don't know how. And the pay cut is really a lot.
Yeah, almost like close to 30-40%. In fact, I got a 50% pay cut.
Now is not the time to be picky.
I'm a full-time food deliverer after I lost my job as a flight attendant. 唉，救命！濕晒，張凳濕晒，全身都濕晒。哇！唔該6314啊。When I started, I was able to earn about 150 Hong Kong dollars per hour, which is actually above the average hourly salary in Hong Kong. But right now, the income were fluctuating and I could not control it.
我目標做幾多單啊？
今日咁我諗可能得4單咋，啲單又好疏，然後啲單又好近，好平，即係好 cheap 嗰啲單價，所以應該冇50蚊一單，所以應該唔係好好啦今日，因為而家香港政府佢恢復翻晚市堂食咧，啲人咧報復性咁樣出去食嘢。哎呀，36H。我架車啊，濕晒啦！啊！哇！我今日唔夠啊，一張牌320蚊，我要做6單先 cover 到喎。我今日做得2單100蚊都冇啊！點解政府要咁樣對貧窮人士啊？可唔可以輕手啲？即係好明顯我哋係揾食嘅車啦，咁都要抄牌。呢張係我今個月嘅第2張。哦，我冇錢啊！
คือวันนี้เป็นวันแรกที่เริ่มต้นทำอะไรใหม่เป็นธุรกิจเล็กๆที่เพิ่งเริ่มแล้วก็เป็นการขายของครั้งแรกเลยหลังจากที่ทั้งชีวิตนี่เป็นพนักงานบริษัทมาตลอดนะคะนี่ค่ะไงบ้างรอนานบ้างแป๊บเดียวมาถึงได้แป๊บนึงthank you นะบอกกระทันหันแล้วก็แบบว่ามาเลยแล้วตอนนี้เป็นอายุ41ตกงานอะไรเงี้ยรู้สึกแบบว่าแฮงไปพักนึงเหมือนกันเหมือนแบบอาทิตย์2 อาทิตย์แรกคือแบบว่าทำไงดีว่าก็เลยนึกถึงแม่คุณก็คือย่าเป็นแม่คุณของหนูใช่ก็เลยคิดว่าทำน้ำพริกขายดีกว่าพี่ก็ไปแบบคุยกับเพื่อนที่มันเช่าบูธว่างั้นเราไปเอาน้ำพริกไปตั้งด้วยอย่างเงี้ยแต่ว่าก็อยากมีแบบโลโก้มีอะไรนิดนึงสติกเกอร์ก็เลยจะให้ป่านช่วยออกแบบได้ใช่ค่ะคืออยากได้รอยยิ้มอมยิ้มแบบนี้ลักษณะผมแบบนี้แล้วก็ใส่เสื้อคอกระเช้าอันนี้ถ่ายเป็นเมื่อไหร่อ่ะโหตั้งแต่พี่เรียนมหาลัยอ่ะที่เมื่อก่อนตรงบ้านเราตรงนี้เป็นแบบต้นกล้วยแล้วมะม่วงคิดถึงไหมคุณเนาะคิดไว้ว่างบประมาณ 10,000 บาทนะคะรวมทั้งค่าแพ็กเกจจิ้งค่าออกแบบค่าปริ้นซึ่งค่าออกแบบเราก็ถึงจะเป็นญาติเราก็ต้องให้ค่าขนมน้องเนี่ยนะคะแล้วก็ค่าเช่าพื้นที่ด้วยค่ะในช่วงเวลานี้เป็นเงินที่ค่อนข้างเยอะนะคะ
哇！真係落雨，哇！
擔晒遮。即係平時可能1個鐘可以跑到3、4單，咁為咗落雨天雨路滑嘅關係，要小心啲，可能只可以做到2單，咁嗰個收入都會大幅下降，同埋另一個矛盾嘅位就係通常你落雨先會多生意啦、多單啦。唔該4087啊！同埋公司會俾多啲錢你咯，所以其實係一個 trade off 嚟嘅，睇下你願唔願意用生命去賺錢咯。係啊，3杯珍珠奶茶放咗喺台嗰度。你好，麥奀雲吞麵。之前自己就係落雨嘅時候發生交通意外，所以有陰影咯都。呢一度咧就係我當時啱啱開始咗送外賣冇耐啦。咁當時其實就係夜晚嘅7點啦，星期日嘅晚飯時間嚟嘅。咁啊〜好似今日咁樣樣啦，都係陰住天落雨啦。一向右傾側嘅時候咧，就反咗啦，就個人飛咗去左邊啦，然後架車又去咗右邊啦。咁嗰陣時個心態咧係覺得自己好似就快死咁樣樣。我唔敢話俾屋企人知啦，係直到後來佢哋喺停車場見到我架車花晒，佢哋就估我發生過意外。
Life is really very hard for my son because I find that he have to work so long hours, day and night, and every day. So it's really pity. We don't even see each other even though we are staying under one roof.
My commitments are fixed, right? I have to actually pay a lot every month, right? So of course, that's why I actually have to do a lot of part-time jobs to actually able to survive. So I work from 9 to 6 and I usually reach home about 7 p.m. So after that, I will proceed with my food delivery to earn extra income. On weekends, I usually don't rest, but I work as much as I can.
Thank you.
So I started at 9 a.m. till now it's about 9:30 p.m. About 12 hours of riding, so very short. I did about 42 trips, and average about almost, I think, clock about more than 100 kilometers already. Because today it's very, very hot. So I've been under the sun for almost like 8-9 hours. So it's really torturing in a way. My palm is like, because I've been doing for so long already, like the numbness is there already. It's like even the days that I'm not doing, right, I can feel the numb because I think over the months and hours I have been compressing my palm onto the handlebar, right? I think probably some of the nerve there or some of the veins there probably got injured or something. But of course, for the money, I have no choice. Almost about $200 for 12 hours shift.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. Thanks.
Even though that I know it's not a lot of money, but all this money that I earn, right, help me pay off my commitments. It's not say that it's worth it, but I have no choice because that is like another option for me to earn an extra income.
My dad is a taxi driver and it actually affected him very badly because there's no much customers. My mom is holding a part-time job and he's earning around like $900 a month.
I believe somehow one of each day he will collapse. Usually at night, what we do is we will lie on the bed. We will try to hear the door sound opening, so we will feel safe that he's bed.
其實我都好擔心女送外賣呢個行業嘅，本身嗰個女仔又唔算係話對道路啊或者其他啲地方，咁啊係危險嘅。三更半夜又好夜，咁有時送到成10點鐘先翻嚟，咁有時我哋一路喺度仲未翻咁樣喺度都係擔心緊佢。
These days, I'm getting tired of riding because I find it quite hard to earn more. And so I start thinking of joining my brother with his business. But I had not a very good relationship with him because he has quite a very different character than I do. Actually, I don't really feel comfortable to ask my brother for a favor on it because he always thinks that I'm stupid when compared with him. But during this period of pandemic, I have no other choices. Gogo 啊，我想問咧，你嗰個廁所板生意咧，我可唔可以都參與其中，一齊同你做嗰個廁所板生意啊？
你咩都唔識，你點識幫我啊
Hello ดีค่ะอุ้ยใจตรงกันเลยใส่เสื้อสีเหลืองเป็นยังไงมั่งที่สุพรรณบุรีฝนตกเปล่าไม่ตก4-5 วันแล้วตกก็ไม่เยอะว่าปรึกษาว่าตอนนี้ไม่มีรายได้ก็เลยคิดว่าจะทำอะไรขายดีออนไลน์แล้วก็ขายทั่วไปด้วยแล้วก็นึกถึงน้ำพริกคุณย่าแล้วหนูก็จะถามว่าคุณพ่อกับคุณแม่จะสะดวกช่วยทำให้หรือเปล่าเพราะว่าหนูเองคงทำไม่เก่งแล้วก็ไม่อร่อยแล้วก็ประสบการณ์ไม่เท่าพ่อกับแม่ทำได้หนูกักเงินไว้แล้วประมาณ10,000ถ้าทำออกมาแล้วไม่มีคนซื้อเราจะทำยังไงดีไม่ลองไม่รู้ต้องลองก่อนเพื่อนฝูงเยอะแยะ โทษนะคะค่ะสวัสดีค่ะที่นี่มีกระปุกใส่น้ำพริกขายไหมคะอ๋อแล้วไปขึ้นไปอันนี้มันเป็นพลาสติกแบบอย่างดีเนาะอย่างหนาใช่ค่ะนอกจากจะไปใช้พลาสติกที่เกรดรองเนี่ยนิ่มๆลักษณะ PVC อย่างนั้นอาจจะถูกหน่อยประมาณ 2-3 บาทอ๋อแต่ที่นี่มีไหมคะที่นี่ไม่มีค่ะไม่ได้ไม่ทราบแถวนี้มีร้านที่ขายกระปุกพลาสติกที่เขาใส่น้ำพริกกันบ้างไหมวันนี้วันอาทิตย์มันจะมีลองมาเจอที่ครูย่าดูพี่ค่ะร้านปิดค่ะมันไม่ใช่เหมือนทำภายในวันเดียวเสร็จเหมือนที่เราคิดว่าเอ้ยไปเดินแป๊บเดียวเดี๋ยวก็ได้ละผลิตภัณฑ์เยอะแยะขายอยู่อย่างเงี้ยแต่ว่าบังเอิญมันไม่ใช่ช่วงปกติลืมไปว่ามันเป็นช่วงโควิดที่คนเขาก็จะระวังแล้วก็จะปิดร้านเร็วขึ้นใช่ใส่ได้ประมาณอันนี้ถ้ามันเป็นแบบใส่น้ำพริกแห้งๆมันก็ได้นะได้ครับพี่แต่ถ้าเป็นน้ำมันผมไม่แนะนำครับเพราะมันจะมีซึมแน่นอน 100%It's not easy to find what I want, and when I found it, they have very limited number of it, and it's pricey. มันโหลละเท่าไหร่นะเมื่อกี้นี้
70 บาท
70 บาท โอเค งั้นพี่เอาแบบนี้ The price is higher than what I calculated at the beginning for the investment. The challenge that I faced seems small, but I was frustrated because it's not easy like I thought it will be. My husband, he was very kind and supportive. We met at the travel agency. He was the boss of the department. I was a new staff. We started dating and we lived together for almost 8 years. So he passed away in 2012 from the heart attack. So I was not prepared. When I'm alone, sometimes I still missing him. And I think if he's still here, I will get a lot of support from him. Not only, financially, but feelings. Yeah. So I told myself that even without my husband, I still have many people who still here with me that I have to think about them. So I have to move on for myself and for those who still here.
We used to be in the same poly. We hit the gym very often. And then we decided to settle down when I was on 23. It doesn't really matter how long you met each other, but it's the feelings and the goals, and is this the person at the right time and stuff.
A part of me wants to actually settle down earlier so that I can focus on my career. Because for me, I am actually a very goal achiever kind. We ROM, but back then we did not have our traditional wedding dinner yet. I want to save up with her to have a wedding dinner.
Your anniversary present.
Oh, anniversary present.
Wait, this one.
Huh? What the hell? You really got baby? Seriously?
This is your baby.
Are you ready?
Alan wasn't planned for. He arrived even before we could plan our wedding.
Hey, what are you looking at?
Jenny's parents was pretty traditional. They expected us to have our wedding before we have a kid. But unexpectedly, Alex wasn't planned for, so they have no choice to actually accept that.
Say potato and carrot.
I was actually shocked and surprised, but yet I would say like a mixed feeling of happiness and a bit of stress as well. Right now, for me, it's hardest time in my life because firstly, my commitments are fixed, right? My parents, I have to give them a fixed monthly money. We have a mortgage to pay for the new house.
Back then in 2018, I bought a condo. During that time, I was a lot financially stable. And 2020 and COVID hits, I can't just liquidate the house like this because there's a lot of rules and regulations. I have to get through this period no matter what.
哥哥啊，我想問咧，你嗰個廁所板生意咧，我可唔可以都參與其中，一齊同你做嗰個廁所板生意啊？
你咩都唔識，你點識幫我啊？我怕你影響到我嘅生意，同埋俾錯嘅資料客人咯。
如果你肯教我嘅話，我會好努力咁樣學嘅。覺得我需要揾其他 source of income 咯。咁我會小心翼翼嘅，你又唔使太擔心，我會主導得太多，我都會問翻你意見嘅。
咁不如 咁啦，我哋約個時間落去供應商個鋪頭度傾一傾，睇下點樣再教你夾一夾你要點樣做啦。
好啊，拜拜。
自 OVE， 冇扯停，冇用好，只下一個 OVE。
你幫我將我哋幫客人做完嗰啲效果圖片 upload 上去 Facebook 嗰度啦。咁第二樣嘢，你可以幫我攞啲試版嘅實物出嚟，影啲靚仔少少嘅相，改埋圖，標埋尺寸，即係做詳細少少。因為有啲廁所版嘅廠家咧就冇啲好靚仔嘅圖片，或者只有1至2張。點解會有 range 而唔係一個實際數字啊嘛
？I would consider myself as a loser because I have to go back and rely on my family for income. Sometimes when I still see the Cathay Pacific colleague when they can still fly, I would be quite upset because I will start to ponder why me.
โทษนะคะ อันนี้ไปสุพรรณช่อง 55 เป็นครั้งแรกที่จะได้เจอกันหลังตกงานค่ะ ใช่ ค่ะ วันนี้จะไปบ้านพ่อกับแม่ที่สุพรรณบุรีค่ะ ไปเริ่มทำน้ำพริกตาแดงกันค่ะ จอดหน้าห้างด้วยนะคะถ้าพี่ค่ะ
ยังไม่ได้กลับวันนี้ป่ะลูกค้า
ก็ทำเสร็จก็กลับเลยค่ะ เพราะว่าเดี๋ยววันที่ 14 ลูกจะไปตั้งบูธขายเลย ที่ The Marketplace ตรงแถวราชประสงค์เอาแบบใหญ่หรือเอาแบบเล็ก My parents they are so supportive
ทำนี่ต่อแล้วอบพริกเลยได้ไหมเตรียมเลยได้ไหม
I can't make the chili paste myself in Bangkok because I'm not confident. I'm count on my parents because they used to cook for many people. For example, the wedding ceremony of the cousins or the new house ceremony. ใช้อันนี้สิใช้ถุงมือไหมนี่ อันนี้คือหอมแดงหรือว่าเป็นห่วงลูกเป็นไรเนี่ยสงสารลูกช่วยลูกก็ช่วยอยู่เนี่ยหนูไม่ได้เป็นคนเดียวทั้งโลกเขาก็เป็นกันทั้งโลกไม่ซีเรียสหนูเป็นเสาหลักของครอบครัวให้พ่อให้แม่ให้ยายให้น้องให้หลานส่งทั้งคอนโดทั้งรถทั้งบ้านบำนาญแม่ก็นิดเดียวเอ้ยต้องน้องจุ๊แม่เขาเป็นกันทั้งโลกไม่ได้เป็นแค่เราคนเดียวใช่ Inside me I feel also emotional but I don't want her to feel more worries so I try to show my strength out you know but it's not easy to see your mother cries so
บางทีค่าเทอมหลานไม่พอเขาก็ต้องช่วยพอยายที่อยู่พัทลุงน้ำท่วมอะไรบางทีเขาก็2 เดือน 3 เดือนเขาก็ส่งให้ยายทีนึงแล้วไงต่อใส่ครกข้างครกแรกนี่พริกตัวเอง
ขมจริง
อันนี้ไม่น่าขม
The taste of the chili paste after mixing them together is a bit bitter because it's burned inside.
To be honest, I see how often I spend time with Alex. The number of hours I get to see Alex is, I would say 1 week I only see like 3-4 hours.
Then you choose lah, your food panda, or food panda or grab food or whatever, just cut shorter hours lah.
Daryll is always there for me, like, no matter what instance, whether I have issue, I have problems.
It's not that I don't cut, but me calculating the commitments I have monthly, right? I think I cannot, really cannot. I barely can even save.
Let's say you go to work, by the time you come home it's 7 o'clock already, right? Instead of immediately when you come back, then you just get your bike and just go out do. You start at 9, it's still the same.
But 9 I will end what time? 12, 1, then next day I still got work.
Later your child, first time you start walking, start crawling, all this, you're not going to be there if all this is what you're going to do.
What? He's sleeping now. He's sleeping now. He's sleeping now.
As a new mom, you will want your husband to accompany you lah. But he's always not there for you. When you bring a baby to see doctor, it's like he's not there. You need like some hugs as comfort and stuff. It's never been given.
Well, I mean, if let's say that if I can close more deals a month, then I don't have to work Grab or food panda until so long hours.
You also work what? Until 1+ some more. Like yesterday night.
Really, I have no choice. It's not that I want to work until so late, because if I don't work, then where will we get income? Kind of thing.
我覺得個個座次都一樣樣，個都好似白麵包咁嘅大細唔同咁樣。我諗可能要翻去好似以前讀書咁，要整本 notebook 咧畫翻晒啲廁所圖出嚟，圖解廁所先分得到佢哋分別。因為其實如果唔係咧，就咁認相咧，其實認唔到。唉，又要揾翻啲圖出嚟。I'm quite exhausted managing the Facebook page and the accounts on behalf of him because he asked me to help him post photos onto Facebook so as to give potential customers references. But I found that all the data were a mess and I have no clue when to start. My brother promised me to give me a commission on every customer that I encountered and handled, but he didn't really allow me to get in touch with customers. So I don't really earn the commission at all. So I begin to question whether it is a good thing to work with my brother on the business.
喂，哥哥啊！咧，我發現咧我咪幫你出咗個 post 嘅，嘉亨灣Rock 下釘馬聲數啦。
你講啊， 你講啦，
係啊，咁跟住咧即刻有人回覆喎，咁咧然後咧佢 inbox 嗰度咧，我發現咧原來 inbox 嗰度勁多人揾你買廁所板，但我唔知，因為我見到你嗰度有個 auto reply 咧係叫啲人 WhatsApp 你噶嘛，咁但係咧啲人咧有啲客咧就冇 WhatsApp 你，然後繼續喺嗰度講嘢，定係佢冇揾你就算㗎啦？
冇揾我算㗎啦。
咁啊，咁一係不如我試下幫你。
有時睇心情咪會聯絡佢，冇心情咪唔聯絡佢咯。
咁不如我幫你試下揾覆佢。
冇，呢啲做嚟都嘥氣嘅。
哦，好啦，咁。
你 post 先啦，你 post 多啲啦，你 post 幾多個而家？
After 2 months, I'm still following what he instructs me to do. So he is kind of like a boss. I sometimes feel kind of demoralized because he didn't really treasure my effort. But I'm still putting much effort on it because I really want to show my brother that I don't want to quit easily.
Hi, currently I'm actually doing Foodpanda now, and guess what? My bicycle is actually punctured right now. Yeah, so I can't do anymore, and I'm stuck in the middle of nowhere right now at Sengkang. I don't come from a very well-to-do family. I'm not able to actually afford to pay for my full-time degree. So I end up taking a part-time degree and have a full-time job. So I remember the day that I actually graduated, I actually cried. I cried because I managed to have a degree with a lot of setback. So that's why I decided to actually marry earlier, and then so that I can focus on my career and provide the best and the most comfortable life for my kids, which I did not have since young. Today I actually accidentally hit the curb without knowing, and then I literally just flew forward and the bicycle actually just overturned. I'm so afraid that I will not be able to see my son Alex again.
The first batch of the chili paste turned out bitter because we overcooked the dry chili, which is the key ingredient. Now we're going to try again and hopefully we can get it right. เราก็ใช้พริก2 กำมือค่ะเมื่อกี้ฮะใช่พ่อต้องใช้กะปิแค่ไหนคะช้อนรกปากเอาให้ไม่เปียกเท่าอันก่อนหน้านี้ชิมได้แล้วหนูก็ชมไหมเนี่ยอร่อยค่ะนัวเปรี้ยวเค็มไปดิกระปุกแรก2 ช้อนได้ช้อนนึงประเดิมขอให้รวยขอให้รวย1 2 3 สาธุ When my parents and I perfected the chili paste, I feel relief and in the same time excited because finally we made it. I hope that this business could bring me enough income to pay all the bills and also for my daily expenses.
I got my first order from my friend. 哇！阿姐，你個廁所唔係舊積啊，係尿積咯，唔該。
同埋你會唔會好唔慣而家做嘅嘢啊？即係你以前做空姐喎，好 elegant 㗎嘛，即係靚化晒妝咁㗎嘛。
還好啦，但係我其實比較想係有個正職咯。
And over in Thailand, the latest COVID-19 outbreak has spread to at least 22 provinces.
The second outbreak of COVID-19 in Thailand is really bad. Before, we have only 1,000 something cases, but in the past month, it increasing up to more than 10,000 cases.